All right, welcome everyone to the Hellbound Hillbilly After Party. Woo! Or as it says in the title, Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
We're gonna have a hootenanny, hoedown, whatever the hell you call that shit. I don't know. They're all something to do with folk dancing and shit, I think. But anyway, there will be no dancing. At least
The banjo is packed right now. I can't bring that out. The mandolin's right up there, though.
Artemis wants to stop in here. Let's send one over there. Anyway, before I do that, thanks again, Hellbound Hillbilly, for jumping on the show with me earlier today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
What's going on with your background, though? Oh, now it's working.
The reflection from my head is disrupting the green screen.
Goddamn technicalities.
Here, does this make you feel better?
Way back now. It's like,
damn.
There you go.
That's hilarious.
Mikey will be back with us momentarily, though, guys. But we do have Cosmic Kyle in here with us. We've got the Financial Master Swede is with us, and the brother from the other coast, Mr. Canadian Olliman, is with us, and there will be more joining as soon as I get a link to Nidimos or Nadimos or however the hell you say your name. He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. But yeah, I'll send him a link in a moment, and I sent one to Ben and also to Anton, so they'll probably be jumping in here too.
I just sent one to Stags too.
Did you send one to Stag? All right, so Stag.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Discord or Facebook. Oh, so that's right. I gotta send. That's right. No, are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter too, no? Pretty sure you were. At least I think you were. That's what I have open. So let me see.
Pretty sure you already got banned again. That's why I sent it to him on Discord.
No, I don't know if he got banned or not.
He's not banned, last I knew.
I'm not banned. I did not.
So I'm doing it on Twitter, Nadima, so you're going to have to go there to get it. I ain't pulling up no goddamn Discord right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stags.
Discord. What's up?
Hey, Stags.
What up, Staggy?
Staggy.
All right. What else we got here?
Hello.
That's it.
How's it going? What up?
Looks like Jenna just liked the after party link that was popped up whenever I go live. So at least I think it does show up on my my page, right? Doesn't it?
What on where?
Microphone? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's right. It is. That's right. It's playing live there. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Oh, there he is.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Howdy.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm doing good.
All you other people that I sent links to, you better get in here quick, man. Space is filling up.
Seats are going fast here at the Hellbound Hillbilly after party.
That's right.
Early reports show that Cosmic Kyle was first in attendance.
Well,
First? I don't think so.
I think you were. I don't know. I didn't see, so I don't actually know. But yeah, Kyle had to camp out overnight.
He was first.
Yeah.
Like
Real exclusive
spots
here
are
at
competitive.
604 Atheist. Real exclusive.
Anton.
So
Hello, people.
Still haven't figured out how to use the phone instead of whatever your camera is, eh? Because your picture was so much nicer when you were using your phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is a cheap camera, so everything doesn't look very
Well,
good.
it's got that green shade to it, and we don't know why.
I like it.
I know. I don't know why.
Here, I'll make you feel
White
better.
balance is off.
Where's the green? Ah, shit.
That is blue.
good job.
Where'd
got
Tom
it.
go?
He's in
Where'd he
space.
go?
There
Here he is.
I'm actually using extra light. because otherwise it'd be very dark.
Yeah,
even
that's
though
true.
it's not really dark.
Oh, damn. What'd I do?
To me, you both look like you're on the TVs in the background of a Power Man 5000 music video. Just washed out with color,
Might as well.
floating
I
in
gotta
space.
Now I have to listen to them.
That's funny.
Power Man 5000. You know he's the little brother of Rob Zombie, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Power Man
Oh,
5000 is
Power
Rob
Man
Zombie's
5000.
brother. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
His name's Dwayne Zombie. Kidding, I made that up. I don't fucking know what his name is. I'm just kidding.
like,
No,
I was
it's
trying to think of some way to say that and be funny, and I couldn't. And I was like, someone, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sympathy
leave it
laughs.
to
Do it.
I was like, oh, yo, well, that's way better than what I would have said. Because my fake name, Random Generator, came up with Jeremy Zombie, and I think that's not as funny.
Hmm.
Oh,
Eugene Zombie.
Mine came with Phil,
Nice.
so
I thought
Rob
it
and
was Doug Zombie
Jeremy.
myself. Doug
Emo
Zombie.
Fucking
Zombie.
Zombie Brothers. The Zombie Bros.
What is his name?
Patrick.
Well, It's Doug,
I couldn't.
right? It's
not
Bob
lie.
and Doug. Bob and Doug Zombie.
somebody
I tried
fucking
not to
mute
lie.
him.
couldn't help it.
Oh, these
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Well, he calls himself Spider One, so
Yes.
I think their last name is Dragula, or
Drag. What?
I saw. I think it was like a YouTube short or something, where there's this old lady, like she's probably like 80 something, and she did Dragula for the
Yeah, I saw that.
for the karaoke. Whatever, somebody popped it on Twitter, I think. I was like, holy shit, she's fucking nailing it too. And there's like a mirror, I think, somewhere behind her, and you can see people on the floor like just giving her just dancing to it and stuff like that, which just cracked me up.
I know everyone's seen like the lady, the aged young lady who played Down with the Sickness on drums. Like Drumeo picked it
Yes.
up and it went viral like immediately.
Yes.
Damn.
Like,
Really?
yeah.
Yep.
I
Do
mean,
you have a link to
it
that?
was- I can find it for you in a little bit.
3, 2,
give me like 2 minutes.
It'll be awesome.
And everyone was like, "Oh, she's so amazing. She's so incredible." I'm like, if this lady doesn't fucking let loose and hit them damn drums, I don't care if you're 80. She plays so polite and so gentle. I'm like, if you don't fucking slam a fucking beer right now and go ape shit on that drum set like it owes you money, I will skip this. I will downvote this video. She didn't listen. 8 million.
Is it the godmother of drumming plays Down with the Sickness?
Perhaps.
something like that? Yeah.
Some may have called it that.
Putting the link in the private chat.
Thank you.
Nice.
What is this fucking shit? Why am I getting all these fucking notifications? What the hell?
that's your life now. It's notification life. Don't get sucked in, Neil.
Huh?
Wow, that was some fast homework.
Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm still doing it.
really?
Aw.
Well, it's like it's not actual. Well, it's homework, but it's more busy work that I gotta do. Like it's this online module about like addiction medicine that's like not for this rotation, but every student has to do it. So
I see you, Dallas. What's up, Dallas?
Dallas Wade.
Yeah.
Hello, Dallas Wade.
He always pops in the chat, but he never pops in here with us anymore.
He said something on Twitter about not liking you.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he said he doesn't like you.
He's only here for you then.
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't
I
even
remember
tell
that.
you about stuff he said about me. He just doesn't like both of us individually and especially together. So he's just never gonna join us in an after show ever again. I mean, he could
Oh,
prove
wow.
me wrong by joining. You mean
He
what I mean?
could. He could.
People would know the
Why
truth.
is
Why am I green?
He
No,
could
no,
tell,
why-
the story.
Why am I?
I have a
green?
shitty
He's
camera.
made of. He's made of weed.
Why is my
It
bag?
ain't
Why
easy
is my
being
green
green.
screen showing orange?
why is a green screen showing orange?
I thought you had an orange screen shading green.
It is showing green. It is showing orange because of the reflection from my glasses and my shaved head. If I get it the right angle, I can make it show green. Or I can make it show orange.
Awesome.
Kind of frustrating, but
Whew. I cannot crack my back. That is also frustrating.
it's also partly because it's the cheapest green screen in America.
I don't know, dude. I got mine for real cheap.
How cheap?
Talking super cheap.
See, I learned though, like, it was when I first got a green screen. It wasn't my green screen that was the problem. It was my camera that was the problem. I upgraded my camera, and like everything worked way better.
This isn't even a green screen. This is literally this color.
I thought it was a green screen.
No,
Could've
it's
fooled me.
not.
No,
Look,
that's just a painting on the wall.
Oh my god, I
You
am
guys
so
some hood music.
I love
Mine's
it.
also not a
you
green screen.
fooled me good.
I love that, Kyle.
hey, it looks good on camera. That's all I care about.
All my
Could have
children
sworn
were
that
made
was
in Adobe Illustrator.
Speaking of Kyle,
Oh.
Kyle's gonna be my guest on Medical Mist this week, so y'all should watch.
What?
Nice.
What are you guys
Wait,
talking about?
We're
What are we
talking about astrology,
Oh man.
He loves,
specifically medical astrology, because that's a thing.
he loves astrology.
Oh,
He
dear.
loves it.
I'm
Yeah,
totally a Libra.
He's an expert on it.
Yeah, supposedly the alignment of the planets affects your body and gives you diseases.
Show me where to put the crystal.
No.
Just close your eyes. Right there.
Oh,
7th level Woo Master.
I could come over and do a little Reiki for you if you like. Help cleanse out your.
Yeah, we need it. We need it.
Well, my aura is aligned, and I'm ready for this.
So
I
my
was
question.
Brace for impact.
Hang
Brace for
on.
Titanfall.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of
I
starting
lack a lower half though, so.
like the Muppets. I was thinking of doing another kind of show where I actually go to places like Reiki or psychics or stuff like that, and pretend like I'm in there, interested in it, and see what happens.
With a secret
Yeah.
camera?
Yeah. Well, I'll let them know, because I don't think in Canada they have to know that they're going to be on.
Canada is a two-party state
Yeah, something
where they
like that.
both have to
So-
be aware.
Consensual filming. I get it.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, so it would be like I would actually just use my regular camera, bring it in and film it. And I could also use my phone, because my phone's capable of 4K if I really want. But I just thought it'd be kind of cool to do that, and then give sort of the talk a little bit about it after it's all said and done, and point out all the bullshit and whatnot. Speaking of which, bullshit, I got a really, really good book the other day. Dr. Joe Schwartz, who's a Canadian doctor, this book's called Monkeys, Myths, and Molecules. I listened to it on the Audible, and he goes and he just talks about all the craziness out there with all the pseudoscience and alternative medicine. Now, he says you have to know that you have to separate alternative medicine from homeopathy, because they are different. Some alternative medicine is actually legit, or what they find of it becomes part of medicine. But homeopathy in and of itself is 100% pure fucking bullshit. So, but this is a great little book. I've listened to it, and I've actually flipped through and kind of dog-eared some pages that I'm going to use for referencing and stuff like that. The other book I picked up recently, I haven't read yet, but I'm going to soon, is Warnock's book, Childish
Oh
Things.
yeah.
Oh, I want that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's you can get it in the paperback. So I
I heard
prefer
these,
hardcover, but but the hardcover is like 3 times the price, and then there's the shipping.
Always
fee,
is.
right? Yeah.
Is it available on Audible?
I don't know if this is available on Audible. I could probably tell you right now if I checked, but no, the only one I did want to get hardcover for sure, and it was worth it, was the Seth Anders one, right? Christianity Made Me Talk Like an Idiot. And of course, he autographed it for me, signed it for me. Right in there. See? Look at that.
I'm jealous.
Speaking
I
of
meant to order that the other day, and I fucking forgot.
Speaking of talking like an idiot, so my attending like always plays in the office very conservative media, and it was transphobia all day, which was so frustrating. But the funny thing was, because I think I mentioned the other day how, like, I told a few, maybe it was yesterday, how like they were making all these slippery slope fallacies about trans women in sports. Like, it was astounding the level of slippery slope. It was like, oh, what next? Will if trans women can be in women's sports, then can a 6-year-old become president? Like, you're not even trying with your argument. Like, that's not only a slippery slope, it's like also a non sequitur at the same time.
Yeah.
But today, the same podcast was like, they openly like said that it was a slippery slope, but they were using that to say that, like, oh, it's so bad, like, this is actually a slippery slope. Like, okay, but you're leaving out the important part that slippery slope is a fallacy. Like,
Don't know what that is.
left out that key word, fallacy. It is a fallacy.
I'm not allowed to look at fallacies.
What
Not on the computer. You want me to look up fallacies on the computer? I'm not allowed.
Yes.
It's just like you're gonna admit it. You're basically admitting that you're using a fallacy. You're just convincing people that it's not a fallacy.
And now that fallacy,
like, it's still a fallacy. It's still a fallacy. Even if you agree with it, it's still a fallacy.
Oh my goodness.
No, Wonder Lady, I'm sorry. Homeopathy, what it is basically the whole idea behind homeopathy is they say less is more, basically. So they basically water down everything to the point where there is literally not a fucking molecule left of the original medicine. So it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but water remembers, right?
No, water doesn't remember shit.
Water has magic. The aura remain.
No.
Homeopathy is a great placebo.
No.
The aura of Velociraptor pee.
Yeah,
right.
If that's the case, Anton, if water remembers everything, then it remembers everything, including all the carcasses on the bottom of the ocean and all the shit
we've got
that
some
goes into
murders
the
to
ocean, all the
solve.
chemicals that go into the ocean, and all in the lakes.
Totally not a good idea.
It remembers that night at Taco Bell.
Wait. So, but you said some alternative medicine
alternative
has some
medicine
to
is
it.
different from homeopathy.
So can you give me an example? Because I thought all of it.
I'm going to.
As soon as
a
you're
lot
ready
of
to-
old like remedies and stuff from like the good old days before medicine kicked in. You had people that would go out and they would get like, and contrary to popular belief, the old like white willow bark, which had properties to help with headaches and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is it does, but it's actually, there's this rumor going around that aspirin actually has that in it. It doesn't. They don't use white willow bark. They've actually synthesized a part of the genes of the white willow and use that in aspirin. But and synthesizing something is just as natural as the actual plant itself, FYI, because what it is you're taking the molecular structure of something and you're making it in a lab rather than pulling it from a natural source. It's still natural. It's still the exact same molecule. So when people say, "Oh, they just and it's all synthetic," so what?
It's better. It's better, in fact, because I mean,
it's curves.
a lot of the natural remedies, like, yeah, they do work, but the problem is, like, you have the active ingredient that you're using for X treatment, but you have other active ingredients there too. So that's
Yes.
problem number one, is you're getting other effects that you don't need, and that could be problematic
Some
for
don't
certain
want.
conditions. And then also you can't regulate the amount of active ingredient in a plant. You can't do it. They're all different. Like sunlight exposure factors in, soil exposure factors in, size of the plant, like concentration of the molecules within the specific plant. That all matters. So when you extract out the active ingredients, you can standardize the amount that you're putting into a pill or a capsule. And so you can regulate the amount that someone's getting, instead of saying, yeah, well, this thing works. Here, have all these leaves, but you don't know how much is in that certain amount of leaves that you have versus another. And it, there are examples where this is problematic. We had a patient on internal medicine, and there's a plant that he ate. He is from El Salvador, and the plant there is medicinal, according to them, and it's safe. And then the one in the U.S. is exposed to different soil, and so it's incredibly toxic. And it absorbs compounds in the leaves that it wouldn't in El Salvador. So he ate this and didn't disclose it. His wife was the one who disclosed it.
Yep.
And he died because of the difference in the plant. So just because it's found in nature actually might make it more dangerous, because you're being exposed to other compounds that wouldn't be in there if you extract it out, the ingredient
natural.
itself.
Same
This
thing happens
leads me
with
to need to ask a question.
grapefruit
Why,
juice. Does the same
why don't
thing.
we have synthetic weed?
You can.
Would
We could.
synthetic weed be good?
Sure, we could.
Real
Sure.
thing, baby.
Somebody's got to make that shit.
Ain't
Get on it, Neil.
I mean,
Grapefruit juice has really bad effects if you're on medication too.
Grapefruit's bad for like most medication because of cytochrome P450 interactions.
Yeah, it'll like either make your body hold the medicine inside your body and increase the half-life, and so you'll OD without even knowing it.
Yeah, it's a CYP450 inhibitor. So.
Well, Wonder Lady, you're free to disagree,
Oh,
but
boy.
actual homeopathy is 100% bullshit.
It's
If
placebo.
medicine-
100.
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
placebo.
placebo.
Like I said, it's a great example of a placebo.
Yeah.
Which, and things like I had a whole debate recently
As a
with
chemist,
someone
I can
about
tell you that.
placebo, and sure, placebo can help with subjective things, like it can make you feel better subjectively, but placebo can't like unclog your arteries. Placebo
Nope.
cannot mend a broken bone. Like
Won't make you produce
objectively,
more insulin. It won't.
yeah,
you
it
know.
can't do something objectively. It doesn't have an objective mechanism. It has a subjective mechanism. So it can be helpful, but you need something else as well. You can't just use placebo.
By the way, Ben, do you know this guy, Dave Farina?
No.
He
Dave
has a YouTube channel, Professor Dave Explains.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He
Yeah, I
makes a very good video about the how people have this phobia for things that are made in a laboratory instead of natural, and how that's
Yeah, it's
not a
totally
very reasonable
unfounded.
fear.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we humans are a
You're
part
right.
of nature. We are natural. So if we create something, doesn't that make it natural as well?
Yeah,
Well, chemicals
much.
in general are
Are
natural.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what my wife has to fight all the time as a dietitian. It doesn't matter whether the vitamin came out of a chemical plant or out of your fruit. It's the same damn vitamin.
This was very educational.
I know.
These after parties are pretty lit, aren't they?
no,
I'm so tired. Like, it's not even funny, like, how exhausted I am right now.
I mean, just doing the medical thing and having to hear transphobia at the same time, that's I couldn't do it.
And I've got my
Mhm.
I've got my second round of boards at the beginning of May, and I got a shelf exam on Friday. I'm just like this, and I had a whole meeting with the dean's office today because I start applying for residency this summer. So like I have to get my whole application together, and so I have to go to all these advising meetings to make sure everything's ready to go, and it's just a lot.
Well, Wonderlady, I can't exactly chat with you because you're in the chat, not in here. So how am I supposed to do that exactly? A lot of people have the wrong idea of what homeopathy actually is. A lot of them think, oh, it's natural medicine or it's herbal remedies. It's not.
That's naturopathy. It's
naturopathy is a totally different thing, and it has legitimacy. But homeopathy does not.
Right.
This gives me so many ideas.
This is one of the things I have to keep going over with my mother.
Oh, yeah? I've given up on that.
Yeah, see here, it says homeopathy has nothing to do with herbal remedies, many which have legitimate uses. Rather, it is a practice hatched in the dark ages of science based on the idea that substances that cause symptoms in a healthy person can cure the same symptoms.
Which is ridiculous.
Onions, which makes eyes itchy and tearful, could be used to relieve the symptoms of hay fever, which they can't. There's no logic to this, but this is not where it stops. Homeopathy defying everything we know about toxicology. The believing that diluting a solution containing a homeopathic remedy increases its potency. In fact, to potentiate the remedy, dilutions are carried out to an extent that the final product, in most cases, doesn't even contain a single molecule of the original recipe.
Yeah, Daniel Dennett did a thing where he walked up on stage and ate a whole pill box of homeopathic sleep remedy or whatever, or like sleep aid. Like if this was a normal bottle of sleep aid, I'd need poison control.
Didn't James Randi do that?
That was James Randi.
Exactly.
James Randi gets to do that.
Okay.
That was a regular bit for him.
Yeah, James Randi.
Yeah,
and it was a well-known homeopathic sleep aid.
Yep.
I cannot remember the name of it right now. It's the one that gets advertised on half the fucking Fox News radio program.
Is that stuff still on sale?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Crap. Oh God.
Let's see.
I'm gonna look it up. And
ReliefFactor.com.
On the internet. Who's dying?
I'm Hugh Hewitt,
Sorry.
and this is ReliefFactor.com.
I didn't at once.
Forte.
I didn't at all say you were 100% wrong. I said homeopathy is 100% bullshit. That's what I said. I think you're thinking of naturopathy, which is totally different ballpark.
Still not 100% legit. There are still lots of problems with naturopathy, but it's better. It's more applicable.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Its legitimacy is overblown.
It's overblown, and naturopathic physicians are not at all qualified to do what they're doing. It is astounding how little they know and how much they get away with, and how people think that they're physicians. Like
they're not allowed to call themselves physicians.
Oh, they're allowed to call them in the U.S. There are certain states they're allowed to call themselves naturopathic physicians, which is scary.
Really?
Because they're not physicians, and they'll say is that they take the same biomedical science subjects as physicians. It's like, okay, yeah, anyone can take the same subjects. Like an undergraduate student takes the same subjects as a medical student, but the depth of knowledge is not the same. Like an undergrad degree in biology is probably taking the same subject matter as a PhD in biology, but like you're not getting a PhD in biology in your undergrad. Like there's a difference in knowledge base. So like, but they use that as a tool to make people think that they're studying the same things. They're absolutely not. They get an undergrad level education in science at best, but they don't have the knowledge to be physicians.
By the way, Ben, what do you think of chiropractors? Are they quackers?
Oh, that is a soapbox. there are certain aspects that are okay.
They
there are a lot of things that are also very dangerous, and chiropractors are also not trained to be medical doctors. So it's like, and they overuse diagnostic tools that have high sensitivity and low specificity to make people think they have problems when they don't. And it's, yeah, chiropractic is a scam. There's certain aspects of treatments done by them that can be beneficial, but like those need to be done by an actual like licensed physician, not by a chiropractor.
Ben, I just saw your
or a physical therapist. Yeah.
I think most of the good things of chiropractic, from what I've heard from my surgeon sister-in-law, was that they do physical therapy and we're okay with that. But when they start cracking backs,
they don't. See, so like in the United States, there are two types of physicians. You can be an MD and you can be a DO. So I'm at a DO program. So there are some overlaps with the history of DOs and chiropractic. It's moved a lot better. Like back in those days, like conventional medicine in general was super sketchy because you're giving people arsenic and bullshit. So we've all evolved since then to be a lot more evidence-based. But the thing too with US trained DOs is that the certain musculoskeletal modalities are...
What is DO?
Osteopathic.
MD is medical doctor.
Yeah, doctor of osteopathic medicine, which outside of the United States is not the same thing. Outside the United States, they are more like chiropractors. In the United States, it's an equal licensure to an MD, equal training, equal residencies, equal boards. So, but the treatment style of musculoskeletal medicine in US trained DOs is a lot more similar to physical therapy. Very like muscle focus, like muscle retraining things, which is very impractical for a clinic setting unless you're doing like physical rehab medicine. But that's a whole different conversation about whether or not you're going to use something like that. But at least like, and there's certain things within osteopathy that like I don't agree with that I think need to be thrown out. And most of us are saying, yeah, there's a couple of things that still need to be thrown out and we don't use them. But for the most part, at least you're getting someone who, if you have a condition that cannot be treated by that, it's like the only time you're going to use something like that is if someone has like chronic pain or like a sports injury, something really minor. But then you can, like, you have the training to also actually give them real medicine and only use the physical stuff as like it's appropriate, whereas a chiro is gonna go directly to that and not be able to think through the real medicine associated. There's a lot on my soapbox there. I don't want to take up the entire show with that. But...
Oh, well, that sucks.
It's interesting.
Is this because of something specific? I think a better option might to see a specialist, maybe. Or have your doctor refer you to one?
Yeah, or you can find a different doctor. You can fire your doctor if they're not doing a good job.
Up to speed.
Yeah.
Mine retired, so I got to find another one.
For a while, we were taking my kids to like a holistic medicine pediatrician, and my son had plagiocephaly. Do you know what that is? It's where the head came out of the womb a little misshapen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she told my wife that giving him like the shaper helmet was going to be child abuse, and then she was no longer his pediatrician.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Holistics?
Yeah.
So what does holistic mean? What does that word mean?
So
it's a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's a buzzword.
But it's about treating, but not only the physical aspects of a person.
Treatment of the whole person.
Yeah.
Kind of
like what could there be environmental factors that are contributing to their symptoms?
Mental, social.
Which is what which is what medicine in general does. It's funny to me when people think that like conventional medicine doesn't do any of that. Like we absolutely do. Like and I think people who say that we don't practice medicine. They're not in our brains going through our thought process, thinking through the environmental things that you've been exposed to. Like anytime someone has a dermatology complaint, like environment's probably the number one thing I'm thinking of. Things like fatigue, of course, mental health are probably like the number one thing I'm thinking of for most people. Like it's not, you can't like you can't do medicine with only physical. Like we're not taught like that.
Sorry to hear, Wonder Lady. That sucks. Did you see that one, Ben? Referring to you, my friend.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, I'm like so tired.
But at any rate, getting him the helmet did wonders for him. You would never know.
Yeah.
He's got a.
Well, when they're that young, it's still easy to reshape the skull, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
A really funny picture of him with that helmet on too, and it looks so funny.
Yeah, with the whole thing of Wonder Lady's doctors not listening, like I'm so sorry that you went through that, and that's not acceptable. Doctors should listen, but that's not a problem with the medicine. That's a problem with the practitioner.
Human error.
Or practitioners.
Yeah, that's a human problem.
And Airwalk's comment about there's a shortage of doctors here in Canada. I understand that.
There's one here too in the U.S.
Well, I moved from Ontario to Prince Edward Island 9 years ago, and I'm a diabetic, and I still don't have a doctor.
That's unacceptable.
I am waiting.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
I have to go to like outpatients and stuff like that to refill my prescriptions and to get my blood test done and stuff like that. So, yep. No, I understand the shortage of doctors. It's pissing me off.
Before anybody brings it up, no, that is not a problem with socialized medicine.
No.
Well, and a problem here, like, and this has been my soapbox for the past like week or so, because it was match day not too long ago for the 4th year med students here, and we have a huge problem in the United States with residency programs not adding more spots. We've added more med school spots, but the problem is you can't practice medicine unless you go through a residency. You can't get licensed without your residency. So it doesn't matter how many more med school spots we have. All that does is increase the competition for the few residency spots we have. We can't produce any more doctors without those residency spots. So we had like 11,000 qualified medical students not match into a residency because there are no spots. Like, it's not their fault for not matching. There are not enough spots. And somehow we're supposed to just meet the demand of like these few doctors taking care of the entire country, and the government won't fund more residency spots. But med schools are still adding more med school spots. Like, but that's not the problem. Stop adding more seats to med schools.
Hey, Stags, call Joe. Call Joe for me. Get
Joe?
Get Uncle Joe on the phone. We're gonna take care of this right now. Don't you worry about a thing, Ben.
I just got a.
Is he on one? Let me talk to this guy.
I just got an email from one of the sites I have our music on, and we have now 3 of our songs have now hit the Hot 1000 in Canada.
Hey!
Hey!
Tangled, Taste My
Nice.
Sin, and Cause and Effect.
Nice.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Nice.
So what you're saying is we just have to take out the other 999 bands.
That's not at all what I'm saying.
All right, everybody, you heard them. Orders have been given out.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Isco gags. They're great on the internet.
who did we lose? Oh,
Hellbound Hillbilly.
Was somebody?
Oh,
What are your hobbies other than hitting up live chats? Because I think I've seen you in some live chats for videos.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm everywhere.
Okay.
Other than that, well,
Goddamn cow.
on one of the walls behind me, I've got a guitar, a bass, and a mandolin hanging back here. I've got 7 synthesizers in this room,
Ooh.
and
Not many, huh?
yeah, that's only part of them.
So what
You ever
genre
get
of music do you
disc
prefer
golf?
playing?
At this
Almost
point,
X.
I write various forms of electronic music,
Oh, that's awesome.
You made sense.
and
man.
I also DJ, which I'm working on a few things to work those two together.
Hey. So I've tinkered with Ableton Live. There, I think. I don't know if any of my tracks are still on my SoundCloud page, but yeah, I have fun with it.
Oh yeah,
And I have DJ gear too, tractor setup and whatnot. So that's awesome, man.
I've actually been DJing since I did my first club date in 2006.
Very
And
nice, very nice.
I still use Technics SL1200 MK2s.
Oh yeah, that's what I learned on. Someone taught me the quote unquote right way.
I actually I was at a furry convention out in North Carolina last
Furry?
weekend. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they love having DJs, man.
Oh yeah. And I will say I had a disastrous set. All kinds of problems in the computer, but being able to flip a switch on the mixer and grab a record out of the box behind me saved my ass.
That's great. So what type of electronic music would you spin on a regular basis if you could choose?
I was doing an industrial show and an
Ooh,
80s
okay.
show. And I've been mixing hard trance and UK hard house for 15 years. So, well,
Both
17 years.
genres I have not heard on vinyl in ages. So do you record like sets and stuff?
I do, but I haven't been playing out live lately. I need
Well,
to.
I mean yourself, like, like a page just to do it, or
What about your Twitch?
yeah, man.
That's a big thing, dude. DJs
Oh, yeah.
are hot right now on fucking Twitch.
They are.
With
They
vinyls,
are.
you'll probably have less chance of a copyright strike or anything too.
True. Of course,
Twitch is very cool. They let you do a lot of shit. A
Oh, yeah.
lot of shit.
you can get away with a lot on Twitch.
A lot on Twitch.
Except
But at this point in this, until I move, I don't really have a good place because my only good spot involves me facing a wall. So
ooh, that's no good.
I've
My
got an
face worse.
8-foot countertop that's attached to the wall, but it's attached to the wall.
Right.
But which means it generally becomes my my random workstation. It's either got turntables on it or it's got synthesizers on it.
That's still awesome.
2 turntables and a microphone.
So when you are making electronic music, you're actually using the hardware.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's great.
I use hardware and I actually control it all through FL Studio.
Oh, gnarly. I love it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna
Hey,
call it
man.
a night. It's I've been feeling under the weather the last couple of days, and it's caught up with me. I'm kind of wiped out, so I'll talk to you all later.
All right, Ollie, man.
All right, Ollie.
See you later, Ollie.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
See you later, alligator.
Oh, no.
Come on, it
No.
was gift wrap.
No.
Yep.
That'd be cool
That
to
joke
have
was
on Twitch
forbidden.
too, though. Like, is you going through the process of making like old school hard trance with your hardware, right?
Oh yeah. It's something
bet
I want to
people would
do,
watch that.
and it's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to the setup I'm going to be able to have once I get the house bought. It's the master bedroom is friggin' huge in that house, and I don't need that for a bed. I can use that better
Don't
as
they
a
call that a
studio.
romper room?
Romper, I hardly
What
even
is
know
the
Get
it.
like
biggest
the
in-
cheap neon
your big-
lights too from like Walmart, and just throw them in the background for different lighting effects.
I actually also have I'm a audio engineer and a part-time lighting designer, so
Oh, okay.
I have piles of equipment.
You have all the things.
Well, looks like I'm gonna be making a trip down. I'm gonna lighten your load there, big guy. Bring a stack of cash.
Yeah, where do you reside? I missed that part.
I'm in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay. Yeah,
The
no.
bad part of Missouri,
You have all the
Yeah.
expensive hobbies, though.
the non-Mississippi side.
Yes.
I'm from the Mississippi side. We will battle.
Wait, well, the light and audio engineering, do you do that as like part of your job too, or no?
That was part of my job at the bar I used to work at, that I worked at for 10 years. And that's what I do. Like, that's what I was doing at the furry convention, was lights and sound.
Okay.
Jason, we absolutely do. Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good.
When I lost the building I used to rent to run my business out of, I wound up with 23 15-inch speakers in my living room. Yeah,
That probably looked cool if you stacked them right.
it looked really cool.
I'm gonna have to turn my camera off for just a minute. Can you just repeat that last second and just the last sentence? Just say it slower.
23 15s, a couple of 18s, 12-inch monitors. You know, it's
Whew. I'm
Oh,
coming
I'm
to my
curious about
senses. I'm gonna
this.
go smoke real quick.
Why is your blood rejected, Wonder Lady? And don't buy leeches. Leeches isn't the solution.
Don't.
Leech
And
hold that.
yeah, don't.
That was sick.
There are only a couple conditions
That's really
that
cool.
Therapeutic phlebotomy actually helps. There's some, but not that many.
I also want
Well,
to.
now I'll need is your Twitch link in the video description?
Leeches always
Oh, yeah.
give me the heebie-jeebies.
Who, Hellbound Hillbilly?
Yeah.
yeah, it's down there.
Oh, it's in the interview. It's in the,
Oh, okay, I'll go
the
get it.
description there.
Mhm.
Figured as much. Okay, sweet.
I just want to say I don't think I've ever noticed the Science Ultimatum with Jason Torn in the chat before. So welcome to the show. I am somewhat of a science guy myself, being what I call a hack chemist for an environmental company. So chemistry is my bag.
Yeah, he shows up on Gur streams a lot.
Oh yeah, Germania.
Awesome.
Hmm.
So I still got to get Gur on here too, and we talked about it a while ago. Neither one of us sort of followed through, so I got to get back on that and get Gur on the show.
He's a goofball.
Hemochromatosis. Oh, that's why they won't take your blood.
Oh, that is one of the few conditions where you do need therapeutic phlebotomy.
Yes,
But yeah,
yes,
but that makes sense that they wouldn't accept your blood, but they still needed.
yeah. Because I was just gonna say, Ben, my one of my guys I work with, Joe, who's the coordinator for all the logistics and stuff, he has the same condition and goes to donate blood, and that helps him.
So
I
what
don't
did you call
understand
it?
Why they didn't do that? Hemochromatosis.
Hemochromatosis.
Yeah, this is
body
the guy
weight.
Excess-
that,
excess
saved his own
iron.
wife by donating blood to afford tickets to the Green Bay Packers.
No, the other medical term thingy. Full body
Phlebotomy?
something.
Phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy.
You said phlebotomy? FL?
Yes.
Mhm.
PHL. Phlebotomy.
Yeah.
Oh, THL.
Yeah.
PHL. Phlebotomy.
Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry, Faye, that you're dealing with this. Yeah, find another doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone should subscribe to Answers in Atheism. Yeah, for sure. That's a good channel.
Yeah, that's the same condition that the guy at the Green Bay Packers. He saved his own life because he didn't even know he was doing it, but he donated blood to make money to buy tickets to the Green Bay Packers.
And that helped him.
And well, he was donating blood, which got the excess iron.
Wait,
out of
your
his
skin
system.
is the wrong color. What?
Yeah, it causes pigmentation.
Yeah. What?
But-
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. And I'm diabetic because I have an iron issue. Oh. Oh, Amy's awesome, Carol. Amy's a good friend. I had Amy on a while back, actually.
Amy's cool.
Yeah, I still have to pop onto her show at some point too.
Mm-hmm. You got to pop on a lot of shows.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. A bronze diabetic.
Why are you capitalizing everything? It's
Frustration, which I understand.
Yeah.
Totally understand that. I'd be capitalizing everything too if I was upset about it all.
I just live in a great state with all kinds of limitations on our health insurance. I can't afford what I can qualify for.
Yes, I fucking want to. Oh yeah, that's no doubt. I've heard of this before. Food is disgusting because it's like chewing on metal.
Oh,
that would suck so bad. Well, I hope you find someone that that will ultimately be able to help you through this shit. I really do. Because that does not sound like it's a boatload of fun. Yeah, Carol, I'd go on Germania's show too. Just I got to sort of reconnect with Ger and get shit sorted out. Going to buy leeches. Well, that actually, in your case, that might actually help a little bit.
It's still, I mean, it's still better to find a better doctor because there's still a risk with leaches.
Yes,
are they expensive?
They can be. Leeches aren't expensive. You can go to the lake and get them.
Oh boy!
I don't think there's many leeches where
you got to get the medical leeches. You know,
Yeah, because my concern is
in the
infection. If you're creating a wound and then being in lake water, that's a problem.
You seen one leech, you
Medical
seen them all.
leeches.
Just grab one.
And it'd be best to
Medical
be
leeches
like,
are-
you know,
there you go, $15 each. Expensive little.
it's best to be, you know, like supervised if you're gonna do something like that.
They're fish bait. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I use. them
Are
for.
those genetically modified medical leeches? Mutant leeches?
No, they're raised in more, we'll say, sanitary conditions for the purpose that they.
Yeah.
Leeches they still do use them on occasion for specific things. They also use maggots, believe it or not, to eat away dead tissue.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I saw that on Dr. Howe.
GMO leeches.
GMO leeches.
GMO leeches.
Yes, I know you can buy them as fish bait. I've done it. Or I've just plucked my own out of specific lakes. I know where lakes around here that have them, so they're nasty little fuckers. I had like a cup full of them. They kept trying to fucking worm their way out of the cup. It was great. I kept flipping them back in the cup. Get back in there. You're going to provide me with dinner later, so get back in there.
I can't remember if it was here. Did someone tell me to watch that movie Prometheus?
Prometheus?
Did you watch it?
That's one of them.
Yeah, Bob?
That's one of the alien ones, right?
Ridley Scott kind of thing.
Yeah, thanks to whichever one of you assholes made me fucking terrify the shit out of my way too stoned self. I thought this was like going to be some
Really?
cool, like fucking lost in space, like adventure to this new planet.
Oopsies.
That is not what happened. I was up till 7 a.m. Some bullshit. I feel personally attacked. Just can't remember who it was that said, "Oh, Prometheus, yeah, check it out." I was like, Prometheus, Idris Elba. Is that Charlize Theron? This is gonna be a good movie. Nah, brother.
Got disappointed.
Y'all watch it. Whoever made me watch it, I hope you watch something.
What? Hold on. This what? They're telling you this shit. Okay, go to the doctors. You go to therapy. The doctor says you're sick because you're depressed, and the therapist says you're depressed because you're sick. That sounds like total fucking runaround. Why? I don't get that at all.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
We're all living in America.
Hey guys, I guess we're not atheists anymore.
What? Oh no!
Oh no!
No, dude, I liked atheism before it was dead.
Yeah, I like it before it was cool. Yeah, no, atheism isn't dead. As a matter of fact, it's growing. The number of nuns that identify as nuns is growing, and it grows a few percent every year.
Let's try and get that every month, shall we? Just kidding.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how many articles I've read now that the pews are emptying, and it's mostly millennials. They're the ones that are like, I'm done with this fucking makeup bullshit.
I'm glad. So,
yeah, me
so
too.
nuns can that category still include people that still believe in some god, or not?
Yeah, I guess they could just say, "I don't have an affiliation to a particular church."
That's
but maybe
more
God
right.
exists.
Yeah.
It could be deists with
Yeah.
a D, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Just making sure. 'Cause I wasn't sure before.
I mean, the nuns are the kind of people. When I was going to my non-denominational church, they were the kind of people that I would like actively try to.
That's not 100% true. Their atheism is dead.
Bring out
Some of
to my
them
group.
actually are atheists.
Yeah, nuns are just a broader group that also includes atheists,
agnostics, people that have given up on organized religion, that kind of thing. Some of them still believe in some form of higher power or deity, like deists, right?
Seem to know a lot about something that's not important because it's dead. Closet atheist, reveal yourself.
And
More and more people are waking up to the realization that it's just mythologies. That's all they are.
Mm-hmm.
All the religions are just mythologies. Humans have been making up gods from day one. That's why there's that funny little joke.
The world.
Right. Before the scientific method, they had other ways of doing it, right? And that's why I always like that funny little joke where there's the cavemen and one's kneeling down in front of a pile of rocks. And the ones beside him are like, is he thag there, kneel before the wrong fucking set of rocks or something like that? And is they're worshiping a different pile of rocks? That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Christianity must be true, though, right? Right, atheism is dead? It must be the one true one out of the hundreds of thousands that have been proposed.
How did he come to his conclusion?
Yeah, exactly. Well, indoctrination, more than likely. I mean, I was indoctrinated for a while too, right?
Well, no, you must have never been a real Christian.
It's not dishonest. Atheism is dead. It's not dishonest. Nuns include atheists. Sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Hey, dude, Google it before you like caps it. You feel me? You smell me?
Atheism, the number of atheists is growing, so it's not always going to be a minority. Humans will probably have religion until the extinction of our species in some form or another. But atheism is not going anywhere. There are always going to be people. I know so many that were born into families that were never religious, never had a God belief. They were cradle atheists. They never understood how people could fall for it.
Yeah.
So
somebody's
I'm
going
one
to
of
need a way to explain something to make themselves comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah,
Until the end of time.
There was a call on one of the shows this past week, like somebody who's a pagan of the Norse tradition, and it's like it's interesting how, like, of course, everything else is mythology except for the one cultural group that you find interest in, and their mythology is the real one.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Like, so what makes the Norse one special? Like, why not this other one? Like, why not Egyptian mythology? Why is that one less legitimate than your Norse mythology?
You will find some that say, "Oh, your god of the sun and my god of the sun are the same. They just manifested differently through our culture."
Sure, you get that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what you do see, especially like if you go, like Joseph Campbell points a lot of this stuff out in like things like Occidental mythology, that kind of thing, is where you have a lot of the same figures in the mythologies. Like you've got the same type of hero type figure for this one, and then they just take the same traits and put them on the next guy, right? Like, so you've got the same hero type traits, which is true of all mythologies anyways. They use like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not there's a word for it. It's not coming to me.
So say the thing again, because I missed the back part of it. Where certain heroes are like recycled.
Like there's a word for it.
Mimesis. It's taking
archetype.
Archetype. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. The same archetypes are just moved around from belief system to belief system.
Archetype.
New characters.
What's an archetype?
How is atheism growing a regression in
I'm
human
too
knowledge?
fucking stoned, man.
Is it
I got too
a
stoned.
It's a regression in pretending
It's
like
like
we have
too
answers that we don't
fat,
actually have.
Yeah. Is a regression human knowledge? No. Human knowledge? No. That's.
We're just more willing to admit that we
ridiculous.
don't have an answer versus pretending like we have an answer.
That's true. Yes, Von Archetype. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Atheism is still
theology
taboo and
stops
odd. In some
inquiry.
cultures, atheism is taboo, and you can be killed for it, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
horrific. Like,
Yeah,
why?
I'm
Just
sure we
fucking
have
leave it
those here in
alone.
America who would like it to be that way.
Sure, of course.
I talk to them all the time on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from listening probably to a dozen different theodicies on suffering through all the various channels, is that they're all the same every month. Capturing Coitus and, I don't know, Mike Winger are all going to say the same thing. It's not new. They've been
Winger's a
saying it for
clown.
the last 700 years
Yeah.
or more.
They just relabel it like William Lane Craig or something.
It's just a
Now it's
different
not.
dude.
He's not omnipotent anymore. Now he's maximally powerful. What the fuck does that even mean? I love the whole thing. Well, he's immaterial. Oh, is that right? He's immaterial. You realize that we live in a material universe, and something that is immaterial,
girl.
something that is immaterial can't
Thanks,
exist in a material universe. Do you understand that? You require matter to exist in this universe. You have to be made of something, or you just don't exist. It's that simple.
That's
Or
why it's
energy.
a hypostatic union, Neil. Come on.
Matter and energy are the same thing, by the way.
Matter is energy slowed way down.
That's right.
Yeah. Slow down energy.
So you can't use the immaterial bullshit argument because it's literally a cop out, because things have. If you live in a material universe, which we do, you have to be made of matter. That's where the word material comes from.
Now material girl stuck in my head. Damn it.
Yeah, fuck you, Mikey.
The earworm strikes again. I'm just leaning into this villain thing.
Boomer's trying to put in another earworm too. She blinded me with science.
Blinded.
With your 80s DJ sets, do you play that song?
You better.
I do play it on occasion, but that one's a real bitch to mix.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Can
Or what
can I
about
ask some-
Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel?
Stephanie,
9-pound hammer?
what is matter? What's nothing? What's the matter with you?
Sledgehammer
Never,
occasionally,
never
but it's
mind.
always an end
matter.
because it is another one that's kind of tough to mix in.
Yeah,
It starts in real hard right at the beginning.
yeah.
It doesn't have any lead in.
My friends and I had a special dance for that song at 80s night.
You're gonna have to show us one of these days.
One of these days, not today.
Animate yourself
Today is
doing
not that
it,
day.
and then just send it in later. It's fine.
I haven't
Stephanie, would
rigged
you like
up
to
my
join us?
arms yet.
I could send you a link if you'd like to join us. I'm only going to be on for about another half an hour or so, till about 8:30 or so.
It's between that and
Stephanie, join us.
Ooh,
Join
Stephanie.
us, Stephanie.
Nice. Neil needs token females.
We also need more trans people.
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
this
forget
is
my
actually
ignorance.
a
Hold on.
legitimate kind of inquiry. If you ask me, if evolution is true, then why is it so hard to explain? And well, it's not that it's so hard to explain. Is if somebody, like, I couldn't do it, but if somebody wanted to explain to you what evolution was, they would probably be using a lot of things that you wouldn't really be able to wrap your head around unless you went through the schooling to understand how evolution works, and, you know, like changes in allele frequencies and stuff like that. You'd have to understand what that stuff is. So it can be hard. So a lot of folks try to, you know, be layman friendly when they discuss evolution. We know it's a real thing. Like, I don't know if you deny it or not, but we know that evolution is a real thing. It has mountains of evidence to support it. We see it happening. I'm not sure if you're familiar, or if you know that, but we do see it happening on the daily, and you are evolving right now. Just so
See, one of the biggest problems with explaining evolution is overcoming the indoctrination.
Yeah.
That has told them that they were created.
You
were created, and you're special.
Yeah.
Or
You're
it
not.
gets
You're a
straw
primate.
man is from goo to zoo to you.
It doesn't really work that way. Evolution, like, if you're one of the issues I have is the whole macro evolution thing. In macro evolution is more speciation. So when you have a set of a species, and somehow, let's say, we'll say beetles, and one day there's this a natural event that happens that causes a river to suddenly part the land that these beetles occupy. Well, now you've got this big, wide chasm river that separate the two species, so they're going to end up going on their own way. And over time, those generations will become so different that they will no longer be able to reproduce with each other. And that's when speciation occurs. And that's really what macroevolution is.
And we've witnessed it from single cell to multicellular by introducing predation.
Yeah. Another thing I just read, it was in Japan, I believe. They managed to create RNA. And it started replicating.
Get out.
All by itself.
When was this?
Kaiju.
Kaiju. Yeah, that's my
buddy that article, bro.
Different
I
Mike. I'll see if I can find it. Look at it's a Japanese make RNA replicate or something like that, Mikey, and see if you can find it.
There's actually a place in the U.S., I think in New Mexico, where they run a certain type of experiment. Like, they've been going on for like 40 years or something, to investigate stuff about evolution, because a lot of the arguments for creation is that how can it happen, like by blind chance? Somebody must be orchestrating it, right? It cannot possibly just happen by itself. So there's this group of people that it's some kind of bacteria that I don't remember, and they keep growing it and killing it and growing it, killing it, and some of it they put it in a freezer, so they go on with the evolution, but the one that's in the freezer remains like in the past because it's frozen, and they do all sorts of weird stuff, and they
Talk about my
bring it to a
grandma's
halt,
sourdough.
to like no more like no more recombination or something, and a weird thing happens. It still, evolution still happens even if you force it to stop. Like, I know this is
that's right.
It's very complicated. So
that's that old expression, life finds a way.
that was one thing exactly. It's very complicated. I'm not going to be able to explain it here, but
but you can
learn.
Let's
see if I can find the link.
You can learn about it.
You can visit this place
if you're actually interested and you want to understand how it works. You can go and learn about it. I know you don't feel like you're an ape. I don't feel like an ape either, but we are primates.
How would
We
you
evolved
know?
I don't feel
from
like
the
a
same
monkey.
lineage. We evolved from the same lineage that monkeys and apes evolved from.
But how would you even
we
know?
all have a common ancestor.
What would you compare it to? You don't feel like an ape compared to what? If you were an ape the whole time, you wouldn't know. You have no way of telling whether or not you feel like an ape. You might feel like a cardinal.
Sometimes you feel like an ape. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, even if that is actually the case, right? It does
Ow.
make a lot more sense of like
I hurt
just
my
the
moves.
very, I don't know, natural urges we have. We'll just put it that way. You don't have to layer in some supernatural
Nonsense.
temptation layer.
Supernatural. That's why that's and I always promote this guy's book because it talks about how God himself acts so much like an alpha primate, and it's called Alpha God. It's a very, very good book.
Alpha God.
And he
What is that?
behaves very much. It's Hector Garcia, Dr. Garcia, who, by the way, does a fucking mean version of the Black Sabbath tune. Oh shit, the name escaped me again. Man, my brain doesn't work anymore. Name a popular Sabbath song. Come on, other than Paranoid.
Paranoid shit.
It'll come to me in a minute. Anyways, yeah, he did it at karaoke at Faithless Forum, and I was like, "Holy shit! Yeah, you ripped that shit, brother."
I am Iron Man.
No, not Iron Man.
Baby got back.
No.
Was it War Pigs?
Come on. Yes, thank you.
War Pigs.
War Pigs. Yeah, Stags knew. Stag was reading my brain.
Stags is on the ball today.
Stephanie, how are you?
Hi, Neil. I'm all
How
right.
you doing?
Hello, Stephanie.
Are you in a boat?
Yeah.
No, I'm not, but I'm camping out. So
Kind of jealous.
No, I'm good, man. I like being inside.
Nice.
Oh, Mikey, come on.
I am jealous of this.
I like to go outside and have adventures, but now bring my butt back in the house. Ain't no need to sleep outside.
You never wanted to sleep out under the stars as a kid?
I mean,
I always did.
You know, it used to be fun.
no.
Now we've got bears and copperheads.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Well, that could pose a problem, yes.
Ain't nobody trying to be outside and get bit by something. Like I'm asleep. You know how vulnerable I am when I'm sleeping? I drool a lot. Like
That'll keep them away.
I'll drown them all out.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's too vulnerable of a spot for me to be in. Like, what if I get stomped to death by like a unicorn? Now I'm dead and no one will believe it happened. Anything could happen.
Oh, I can answer this one for you.
Yeah.
Caption
Caption sucks.
dead here. Why do we call ourselves human, and why do we make that distinction if we're just animals? Well, we are animals, that's for sure. We
Bro,
evolved
you don't
just
even
like
know
all
the
the
whole
other
name.
animals. We are humans, which is it comes from hominid, like it comes from that terminology. So we had many other versions of humans that evolved kind of alongside with us, including Neanderthals. What was the other? Cro-Mags were in there a little bit, and they're all humans too, but different branch, like different line. And we literally wiped them all out. Is what happened. The ones that were left over, we basically took over everything, because we were Homo sapien, which is what we are. We were the smartest, and we were able to outsmart all the other Homo whatevers that were around. So they ended up dying out, and we took over. But there is evidence
Actually-
that we mingled with Neanderthals, because there are humans on the world today that carry some of that Neanderthal DNA. Yes, Anton.
I thought the Neanderthals were a wee bit smarter than us, but we were more curious.
Not so
Unless
much
I'm
that they were
mistaken.
smarter. They were more adept to living at a lot of the locations that we ended up in. They were husky, burly dudes, right? So
They were huge.
yeah,
I heard they
were.
had bigger brain.
Yeah, bigger
Like
brains.
slightly bigger, ever so slightly bigger.
Yes, but that doesn't always dictate that they're going to be more intelligent.
Ah,
right?
good point.
We were more adaptable. That's why we ran them all out.
I've never had an argument with a porpoise on the subject, but you know, they have slightly bigger brains than we do.
That's right. We're bigger.
I'm
My
sorry, I put the
oldest-
link to that.
My oldest sings the
Sorry, go
song
ahead.
about Stegosaurus having the brain the size of a peppermint.
There's a song about that.
Really? Sweet. There's actually a song about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no
What's it
There's
idea.
called?
there's a song that helps them remember relative sizes and when dinosaurs lived, because Stegosaurus didn't live with Tyrannosaurus.
Right.
And helps them
Jurassic,
remember.
They
it
didn't?
helps them remember which part of the Cretaceous
No, they
and
didn't.
which part of the Jurassic certain ones lived. And one of the lines in it is, "And the Stegosaurus with the brain of a mint."
I thought it was walnut. Weren't their brains like the size of walnuts or something?
Some of
What
them.
kind of mint are we talking?
Yeah, because
here?
that's
An
another
Andes
line
mint.
somewhere. But yeah, it's the brain the
Double
size
mint.
of a peppermint.
Or Mentos.
Mentos.
Altoids.
Yeah.
Altoids.
Altoids.
Ooh.
I fucking love Altoids. I still have a
Altoid
bunch of the little
minis.
tins.
I
too.
miss Altoids.
I miss
Altoids.
the
Altoids.
sour Altoids. If you
Sour.
got the
Altoids.
old sour Altoids, those were awesome.
I didn't even know they made those, to be honest.
What?
I had no idea. I know the mint Altoids, but I had no idea they made sour ones.
Well, now I'm
They-
gonna blow
yeah, they
$2
don't make-
on
Oh, look at
candy
that. Look at
tomorrow.
Look at it. Anton's rubbing it in now.
Yes,
Fuck
the
you.
minis.
Oh, yeah.
Those are great. The smalls.
Yeah, they're great. What's this? Killer whales know to generally not mess with us.
Yeah, man.
A lot of animals know to not mess with us.
Yeah.
Killer
But they
whales
beat
are
the crap out of
nasty.
dolphins. That's what I put in the chat.
Orcas are nasty creatures.
But
They,
yeah,
like,
species
flip
that
their
can,
food in the air and play with it and make it think that it can get away, and then
So
Have you ever watched a large dog catching mice? Had a German Shepherd that used to catch mice. He would run along, catch them, flip them into the air high enough that it would kill them when they landed.
Wow.
yeah, some birds do that too.
Right.
They just, their only goal is to hold
Yeah.
it long enough to get it high enough to drop it.
some
Wolves do the same thing.
Yeah. And, well, Jack Russells are known as ratters.
They-
Right? 'Cause they go out and they clear out places of rats and stuff like that, or mice. And fuck, are they hyper. Ex-girlfriend of mine had two of them, and they just ran in fucking circles forever.
No, jeez.
I'm like, put them outside for crying out loud. She goes, no, they run away. I'm like, okay.
I believe
Well,
Her
then feed them
Majesty.
better.
I believe Her Majesty the Queen has quite a collection of corgis.
Corgis, yeah. Corgis are cute little fuckers.
There's one in my neighborhood, and I just go, ah, every time I see it.
No, corgis are adorable. Well, my ex-friend, Nathaniel, has him and his girlfriend have corgis as well.
Oh, yeah.
Orcas do that to a lot of animals. Yeah, orcas love to flip animals up in the air. I've seen that happen in the harbor here in British Columbia.
how come orcas don't attack people more often?
They have no interest in attacking us. They keep the fuck unless you're out on a boat or something and they're swimming beside you, they'll hang out.
I
for a
know.
bit, and then they'll disperse. But
because you're
no.
too stringy.
If we
Too
taste
violent.
You don't.
They'll
I mean,
know what's
literally,
gonna
you
happen.
don't have enough meat on you. They would eat you and still be hungry. Whereas
Really?
a seal,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
a
the
seal would
appetizer.
actually, be 300 pounds of solid beef.
Beef.
I thought
Yeah,
they
we
were
probably
smaller.
don't taste very good either. I mean, me after a can of Mountain Dew, ugh.
I've had steel before. It's
Yeah, but they have to try us first,
acquired
right?
taste.
And then maybe give it a bite.
No, they're not. They're not going to come and bite you. I've touched an orca. They're pretty friendly little fuckers.
Right. I just wonder
friendly to you. Don't
No,
have
friendly to you.
I mean, they're curious.
Friendly
they
for now.
You stick your arm out, and they'll come up and they'll touch your arm, and they'll touch your hand, and you can hand feed
You know-
them fish and stuff.
You want to know why there's no interactions, a lot of interactions with humans and orcas? Because their fucking water's too cold. If their water was warmer, our dumbasses would be out there swimming out there trying to catch them like we catch dolphins, but they swim in Alaskan cold ass. Both cars in the garage, fucking water. No. I'm not.
There was a
throwing
pair of
cars in the
orcas
garage.
that terrorized the great whites of South Africa to the point where the seal population was getting too big because the great whites couldn't attack the seals at all because the orcas would kill them.
Wow.
That is so interesting.
That's the most gangster shit I ever heard in my life.
Protection ring. Interspecial
what they had to
protection
do was
ring.
actually go out and kill the two orcas that were doing it just so they could reset the population balance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Hang on, let me pull that back up. I'm gonna say that my memory is in negabytes because I seem to be losing my memory. So.
What's the strangest animal any of you have had in your house? Like get in your house?
That I brought in, or that
No,
just ended up in?
anyway it got in there.
Sweet.
Oh,
Don't make
Hellbound's
wife
laughing.
joke. Don't make wife joke. Don't make wife joke.
Yeah, I
My
was about to
wife?
say, don't include your wife.
That's a good question.
I have two toddlers. What do you think I'm going to say?
So do I, but I'm not counting them either.
So it has to be like I have to think about this because I've had a lot of fucking oddball animals in my house before.
Really?
Potbelly pig.
What do you live in the middle of the woods?
Dwarf horse or whatever they're called.
Damn.
A friend of mine brought it over visiting one time, and it was wandering on. I'm like, put a diaper on that fucking thing. I probably think maybe the weirdest thing was what are they? Squirrel monkeys. Before they made them illegal to own here in BC, I'm going back to the late '80s. I knew a guy that owned a squirrel monkey, and he would sit up on his shoulder and jump down and pick up stuff and throw it at us and stuff. And he did wear a diaper, but yeah, the squirrel monkey is probably the weirdest, most unexpected animal that I had in a house that I lived in. But I would bring home things like snakes and tarantulas and you name it.
Nice.
I used to have all those in the house.
I want to touch one of those.
Yikes!
What? A tarantula?
Hellbound, what was
Tarantula,
the weirdest
yeah.
thing
Never touched.
you had?
You got them in Mexico,
Or
don't
you
you?
have right now?
Yeah, they're
Go out and grab
somewhere.
Okay.
But what if they
Weirdest. I had a friend who brought over a couple of baby ducks a while back, like little baby wood ducks,
Oh my god, ducks are so fucking cute.
in diapers with leashes.
Oh.
What?
Yes.
What were those ducks into?
Diapers and leashes. Yeah.
Diapers and
So they can,
leashes on a
so they can wander around without getting into things, and you can keep a tether on them, and they don't
Oh,
crap
that's
all over the
funny.
place.
Are we talking like Huey, Dewey, and Louie here?
Yeah.
What?
Pretty much.
Little DuckTales.
Two little baby wood ducks.
Wow.
One of which
Oh.
just cuddled up to me and sat there and screamed at the other one from across the room.
You just reminded me. It wasn't my house, but I was at a friend of mine's place, and his little sister was out running around in the backyard, and she came screaming in the sliding glass door, left the sliding door open, and two Canada geese chased her into the house. They came into the house. They're like, "What the fuck? Get these fucking Cobra chickens out of here, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah, I'm about to play Farming Simulator.
We had a bat get in our fireplace, and I thought it was like a bird or a mouse or something, or like a squirrel. And so I sprayed like Lysol up into the fireplace, and it woke it up, and it got out and flew around my living room. And in a moment of true heroism, my daughter was watching like television on the iPad, and I like ran to the front door, opened it, and hid behind it while my daughter's on the couch and there's a bat flying.
You left the baby.
Whoops. It got
Run
around the
your
house,
kid.
though.
I told you.
Dracula's coming for you.
You saw I was about to close this door. You stayed out there. This is on you.
No, I was
See this
behind the
shit,
door
Swede?
in the living room.
See
to
this
get it
shit,
out.
Swede? Damn you, Swede. Damn you. And fuck the Cornhuskers.
Jesus. That's harsh.
You don't believe in, well, you don't
That's
have
okay,
to
'cause
believe
I'm
in
a Blue
evolution.
Jay.
You don't, evolution doesn't require belief.
Yeah, I just put the link of what I was talking about. It's called The Longest Running Evolution Experiment. I put it in the
Very cool.
comments.
Very cool. And if you'd rather believe the Bible, then go ahead and believe in falsehoods.
You can believe whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not here to make you believe anything.
Yeah.
We tell our stories and talk our stuff.
You believe the Bible that now that we're talking about bats, you believe the Bible that says that bats are birds. You go ahead and do that.
Wait, they're not birds?
They're not birds. They're rodents. They're fucking reptiles.
You ever seen
reptiles.
Batman
If you
and
paid
Robin in
attention
the
to my
same
Twitter
place?
feed, you'd know that
They're mammals.
you'd know that they have butt cheeks too.
You can observe evolution. It's very difficult
Yes.
to observe most of the bullshit that's in the Bible.
Yes.
That is true.
And I don't care. People don't live to 900. I'm sorry. They just, what are they, fucking Yoda now?
Oh.
Like, come on.
Just bullshit ages. Well,
On my
where does
book,
that come
yeah.
from?
I don't know.
Look close at the structure of a bat's wing, and you'll see a
Got some
hand.
fingers. Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a hand. It's a hand with webbed fingers.
Yep.
Slippers
Airlock,
do
that's
that
too bad. There's bats. Hang on. Which one? Right outside my door on that side, we have train tracks that go across, and there's a little colony of bats. There's about 40 of them, I think, that live underneath there in the train track. And every spring, you can see that you see all of them fucking flying around in the little park we got there, eating all the bugs. They're awesome. They're making their little chitter noises and stuff. It's funny
Are they
because sometimes
friendly?
they'll come out. No, they don't come up to go, "Hey, how's it going?" But what I do see right at dusk, when the hummingbirds come back from their flittering around, you'll see them trying to chase the bats. It's hilarious because they're very territorial hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds
So
are
when they see
assholes.
something else, and our bats here aren't
Really?
huge. They're about yay big, and you'll see the hummingbirds fucking flying right after them, and they chase them a bit, and then they just go right past them because bats are a lot slower than hummingbirds. But it's funny to watch them.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Well, they could do that.
I don't know if it's a common thing, but the hummingbirds around here live here year round, and the bats aren't out year round. Obviously, they hibernate for a bit, but when they do come out, you can see the hummingbirds chasing them at dusk. It's too funny. I don't know if it's it's got to be a territorial thing.
Hummingbirds are
Almost as
assholes. They'll attack
Hummingbirds
anybody.
are little jerks. There's a dude on TikTok that I follow actually that has made friends with hummingbirds, and he has this little flower cuppy thingy that he holds out there, and they land on his finger and drink from it. It took him a while to get him to do that, but it's really neat to watch that. I love hummingbirds; they're great.
I think I saw him on TikTok.
It's like the lawn dart evolved wings because if
The lawn dart.
they banned it in the they banned it in the 70s, so we had to find something that has left them all in like one warehouse, and there was like a chemical spill with like this green goo, and then hummingbirds were born. And now they fly around just looking for eyes.
Yeah, no, Atheist is dead. You can believe whatever you want, man. That's what freedom of religion is all about. You can believe whatever. You
Hellbound
want.
hummingbirds.
Yeah.
I believe all
Suck
kinds
the
of shit,
nectar of
honestly.
your soul.
Should I download Stellaris?
Yes, Kira, I agree. Bats are amazing.
You should.
Oh yeah, bats are friggin' awesome. I love bats.
You know what else are really cool? And we can't own them again here either. I think they lifted the law. I'm not sure. But sugar gliders. Little fucking flying rodents.
I saw.
Wow.
They're tiny little gray and white little things, and they're so cute. And you put them up somewhere, and then you hold out your arm, and they'll glide right over to you. It's great.
I saw bats in Mexico when we were in the cave, doing the cave spelunking thing. There, bats in there. Oh,
I want to do the
Those
Austin,
Belize.
that Austin one where they do the bat cruise. I want to go on that one year. I think
There
maybe
you
next
go.
year I'll go.
Bat cruise?
Yeah, the bat cruise
Where's that one?
in Austin, Texas. It's usually in October, I think. September,
Austin.
October, usually. If anyone out there in the chat knows about that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's usually in October, like early October. Where they'll come out and they fly. It's like they're migrating or whatever.
Don't they do that with the ACA?
Yes, the ACA.
They have another. It's like a follow up to another event. I thought.
It's usually well, no. When they did the Faithless Forum stuff, it's usually too far away from each other. They usually do the Faithless Forum in the summertime. Last year was November. That's the one that I was speaking at. But usually people stick around sometimes for the bat cruise. Yeah, Bat's Nest under a bridge in Austin. It's amazing. Yeah, that's right.
If I had to go to Missouri, what should
if
I
I
do
had
there?
to.
Go to St. Louis.
If I was forced to go to Missouri.
Yeah, St. Louis, maybe Kansas City. Kansas City's got some good shit.
You got to go to St. Louis, man. Some good blues clubs there.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the statue, and they're like,
Mikey Famine was born here.
Oh, there's a statue now.
They're way too generous.
Mikey, you and I are going to be meeting up at Oz's little shindig when he finally figures a date on it.
I'll scoot
Where's
over there.
that going to be?
I'm going traveling, people. my mom's giving me a very large chunk of cash, so I'm going to go and go do some traveling. I'm replacing my vehicle and pay off my loans and stuff, and then I'm going traveling. I already told my boss, I'm like, you're going to be without me for a couple of weeks.
Sweet.
Oh, really?
But he hasn't pinned down where either.
No, I think they had something set, and the something fell through, so he's reorganizing it. And
One
people
time he
actually
came
had
to
tickets.
Columbus, and I was like on the live stream chat, and I was like, I want to come drink with you. Took me too long to figure out where he was, though.
Don't know why Ben has not Stool as his user.
Because Stool was in the last after party with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stool and not Stool.
I just wondered if there was a medical reason of some nature.
No, it's a reference to when we say stool. Do you know who we're referring to, Stephanie?
I do not.
Stable Milking Stool is his full.
Oh yeah,
name?
yes, yeah, oh, yeah,
Okay.
yep, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Or as I call him, Stool Sample, which he hates.
Good.
I can understand that.
I say it with.
I'm glad he hates it. I hope you call him that a lot.
Yeah, I know you're his number one fan, man.
That'll learn him. City Skylines. Should I get City Skylines?
Do you like city building simulations?
I like watching other people play them. I'm not downloading it.
Oh, I thought you said shitty, like shitty skylines. Like, why would you want that?
I
We were just
played
talking
it a
about
lot.
stool
Backgrounds.
you know.
What a great game. Shitty
You can
Skylines.
lose days to city skylines.
I probably shouldn't download that then. I'll just go ahead and skip him.
Oh, Wonder Lady Stool's funny. He's an oddball, definitely, but he's funny.
I'm with you, Faye.
I didn't really know how to take him at first either, but it kind of grew on me. But I'm pretty easygoing, so you know.
He's just not my cup of tea. That's all.
No, he's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm probably not everybody's cup of tea either.
You know who is though?
Who's that?
Tons of Mice.
Is he even out there?
Oh,
I feel like I'm invoking him if I just say it.
Tall glass of sweet iced tea.
Oh, he's not okay. He's not okay for you. Cross the line with you? No, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you yell at him? Give him shit for it? 'Cause I would have. I'm sorry you had a bad experience with them. I have yet to have a bad experience with them. We just kind of goof around. So, there you go.
Mass Effect 3 it is.
What are you downloading games?
Oh yeah.
So am I. Who wouldn't?
I don't. I don't really game anymore. I kind of lost.
You don't
my
play
feel
anything?
for that.
Not
really.
Halo.
I have some USB N64 controllers, and I was gonna run a simulator.
Yeah.
And I just never did set it up.
Play some
You want me to
GoldenEye.
help you?
I have no idea how to do it. So yes, Mike, if you could, maybe we'll get together and do that. That would that'd be cool.
All you had to do is tell me.
All right. I even bought this extra USB hub here to plug in more shit.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Is it got the 3.0 whatever?
I think so, yeah.
The fast joint? Yeah.
It's 3.0. Yeah, USB 3.0 hub. Got it on the Wish app, actually.
I'll get you another one. Don't worry about that.
No, dude.
Don't plug it in. It's got 100 viruses in it.
No. I've had it's been awesome. It's the best thing I've bought off Wish.
You have to keep changing your PIN number.
Better than Star Wars.
Yes, better than Star Wars. Man, I'm never gonna live that down.
I'm about to say, y'all stop making fun of Neo and Star Wars.
Tech Tips did a video where they built a computer completely out of Wish.com parts.
Oh yeah.
Oh whoa.
Brutal.
Could you see the fire from your
I'll
house?
have to check that out.
Yikes.
By the way, what they're referring to, folks, is this.
Oh yes.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
So not right.
the rip-off Lego thing that I bought.
So what? Can you show us the box?
Idiot. What box, Anton?
It came in a bag, bro.
It came in
Is
a
it
fucking giant
transparent?
Ziploc.
That's what I'm referring to.
We're talking quality here.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't say what kind of quality. I just said quality.
That's what makes it even better. He's like, "Where's the box? What box?"
Well, when it showed up, sorry, real quick. When it showed up, it came in like a bubble wrap package, and it was like a ball. I'm like, I didn't order. What the hell is this? I didn't. So I pick it up, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh.
This feels like Lego. What's going on here? Oh, it was horrifying.
A sack of Lego.
Dude, he was so
Lego.
mad. Like, I'm glad he's laughing about it now. Y'all do not understand. Neil was proper fucking pissed, bro.
I was pretty pissed. But I got the real McCoy here. Right here. Got the real McCoy right there.
He was so mad.
And that the Star Wart is such a legend now that I'm telling you that is something that is like that is charity stream material right there.
No.
Oh, see if somebody wants to buy the OG Star Wars. Oh,
If you could spare a few dollars to help our friend Neil get an actual Star Wars Lego set,
Oh,
Put it
man.
together
all
on
this
stream.
800
Donate
number
to the
right now.
stream while we
Dude.
build the Star Wart set. Neil's gonna build the Star Wart set.
I will do it. I will do it once I have the capability to do it. I will do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, boy.
I will get on there, and it will be funny as fuck. And I'll sit in there, and I'll have double cameras going, so you can actually see me building it and see me at the same time, kind of like a picture-in-picture kind of thing.
Kind of like
I'll
this.
use my cheap ass fucking old Sony Handycam that I have and set it up. I even got just for this. I even got something just to do this. Hang on. So I got my old camera here. This which I can hook up and plug in. It's a plug and play type thing. Old Sony HD Handycam. And I picked this up. Let's get the hell out of the way. I picked this sucker up just to be able to do it. Little tripod.
Aw.
There you go.
So I can set it up and aim the camera down, and you'll still be able to see me through here. And I fully expect everyone to be watching and poking the shit out of me, poking some fun there. So I'm a glutton for punishment. So
Not better.
Yep, Star Wars. That's right, Carol. I got duped into buying some crap off of Facebook. Don't ever buy anything off of Facebook because it is never. I also have. I'll tell you this one. Too.
Local marketplace actually has worked out for me.
Local marketplace is fine, but I'm talking about those ads that you see scroll up, right? And they had this set showing this fucking the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon as the it's been re-released at a cheap price. So pick it up. I'm like, really? Cool. So it was the first time I ever bought anything off Facebook, and it showed up in a fucking bubble wrap bag.
They got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
there. You have it.
So what about clothes? I was thinking about buying clothes for the first time on like eBay or
clothes
something.
are better. I've bought many T-shirts on like through Facebook and stuff like that, and they're fine. Clothes are you're usually going to get what you pay for clothes, but do not buy a lightsaber off of Facebook.
No, you be all right.
It's fucking hammered steel and blah blah blah, and it shows up and it's a chunk of plastic that's screwed together with these cheap ass little screws. And you should hear the noise.
Don't buy
make any Star Wars noise.
Oh yeah. It makes steel fucking sword noises.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's very funny.
I think I ended up using it. I pissed off at somebody. I think I shoved it up their ass or something. I don't even know where it is, but it's too funny. I'm such a sucker.
Comedy gold. Comedy gold.
So, coming soon, probably sooner than True North Talk, I will be building the Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Or no, what are we calling it? The Aluminum Osprey or something like that.
Aluminum Falcon.
Yeah, I will be building that.
How disrespectful. So disrespectful.
What do they name the characters? Like Duke Skyrunner?
Oh, we had a whole 3-4 weeks of naming all the fucking bootleg characters in Star Wars.
Double.
No, I don't even think they went that
Colin Double? Is that what you said?
Instead of Han Solo. I think they just called him Harry Guy.
Crunchy.
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 Oh, that's funny. Crunchy.
I'm Double and Crunchy's biggest adventure.
And his best friend Crunchy.
He even has a little BB-8 figure. Too.
Has a BB-8 figure in it.
Yeah, if you look right here, it's right there. Oh, hang on, get the fuck out of the way.
Wait, we can't see
marble.
Is there?
Oh, yeah,
Wait.
Look at that.
Oh.
So
Are you sure that's BB-8? Oh yeah,
Just call
it
it
is BB-8.
Robo Nipple. That's all that looks like.
Robo Nipple.
That looks like that's Ray firing the gun down there. So is that the supposed to be the Millennium Falcon from the?
It is from the well, which is why you have him on there, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
I was too busy looking at the wart to notice anything else.
My man said, "And his best friend Crunchy." I'm fucking crying. I'm not quite recovered.
Hank Duo and his best friend Crunchy. All right, you guys. It's a little past 8:30. I got to get the hell out of here.
All right.
It's past my bedtime.
All right.
And then Ben shows up.
Well, I've been here. I've been doing homework in the background, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he says, but I bet he was.
No, I've actually been
napping.
doing homework in the background.
I believe you. I believe.
Good work.
I made my shoulders glitch out again.
You've watched 0 Star Wars and 0 Star Trek, huh? No time like the present to start.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good.
I like sci-fi. See, I'm not one of those people. Oh, Star Wars is better than Star Trek, or I'm like, I like them all. I like Star Wars. I like Star Trek. They're different, and they are what they are. I like Babylon 5. I like fucking Stargates. I like all that shit. I love it all.
Farscape is better than all of those. Where's my cup?
Shush. Farscape is a Muppet show in space.
I can't find my cup.
The Expanse.
But it's good. The Expanse is great. That's a great show.
I got to get back into watching
Not
that.
science fiction. That's science realism.
More or less.
That's-
Yeah.
Firefly, damn it, Firefly.
Firefly.
I wanted to
is
showcase
great,
my
too. Hell yeah,
Firefly spirit.
I loved Firefly. I was so.
I don't have that copy,
Mad when
but I
they
do have
canceled
an
it.
R2D2 copy.
Oh, see, now I'm jealous.
Firefly is one of those shows where I think they ended it at the right time because it didn't have enough episodes to get bad.
But then they made the movie, which I was happy because at least they tied up some of the storylines with the movie. So.
Oh yeah, love the movie.
Leave you wanting more.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. I mean, shit, I even like the old Lost in Space, for fuck's sake. I was a sci-fi geek as a kid.
Oh yeah,
Loved all that stuff, man.
Danger,
Sorry,
danger.
Fucking robot, yeah. I'm a robot.
Cheesy ass robot, yeah.
I saw. See, I saw Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan in a drive-through or drive-in.
Yeah,
Serious?
In a drive-through.
Oh,
Just had to look real quick. Oh, there we go.
yeah, you just.
It's a drive-by movie.
that movie scared the hell out of me.
You see that?
Really?
You see that?
Oh, dude, the scene where they put the bugs in his helmet and they crawl into their brain. Yeah, that scared me. That scared the crap out of me when I was like 7 years old.
Oh, I was much older than 7 when I saw Wrath of Khan. But yeah, I saw the original Star Trek 2 in the theaters in the 70s, late 70s there. And of course, I lined up to see the original Star Wars too, at the tender age of 12, I think.
I just rewatched those like a week ago.
The pre-scene editions, like pre all the new special effects, or
No,
the new
no,
ones?
they were with the special effect.
I still
With
have
all
the
the new
original VHSs that they launched before all these new special
Nice.
effects were added.
I have
Probably
2 sets of those on VHS. I have
Nice.
a 90s edition, like the special edition they did in the 90s.
Yeah,
I've
me
got
too.
that on VHS. I have the set of DVDs that came with. Well, I've got the original set of DVDs and the set of DVDs that came with both the original theatrical and the DVD version.
Nice.
I
remember when they released that. Yeah, like me some sci-fi.
Oh yeah. And hell, I saw Return of the Jedi twice in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
It was so much fun watching my grandmother get motion sickness from the scene with the speeder bikes running through the forest.
Evil bastard. No wonder they call you Hellbound.
Yeah.
All right.
She was good for the rest of the movie.
Just that one scene, though. And the little teddy bears running around. All right. Got to wrap it up. I got to get to bed. So, yes, the last call.
All right.
Alcohol. Thank you, everyone in the chats on the YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter for hanging out with us. And my amazing patrons. I wouldn't be the same without you guys. So, thank you for all you guys do. All the links to the other stuff that I do, and including, I keep forgetting to mention this. I do also always have links for people that are struggling from their deconversions, for things like the Recovering from Religion Foundation, Secular Therapy, the Clergy Project, and stuff like that. So if you ever feel you need to talk to somebody, those links are also available there too. And of course, all the links to the music from the show, the opening and closing credit stuff is also linked down below. And of course, my very good friend and a fabulous producer, Mikey, the links to his Bin podcast show is also there as well. So,
Yeah, criminally undersubbed.
indeed.
Second best podcast in the world.
Second to
The other one.
Not one hero.
I was one of these ones.
I'm like,
One of
call.
those.
I just fucking said, let's see what you got, motherfucker. You don't remember the name of that show.
No, Stags is waiting.
You know I fucking do.
Stags is waiting for that first place spot still. Nothing's come out to do it.
First place spot for what?
Well, he said second best, right? You're still waiting for the first place.
He was on.
Oh, he just wants me to say "Dig on America"
There.
out loud, but I
I
wasn't
don't
trying to get it
know.
through.
Well,
That was
it
the other.
worked. Because you did. Oh yeah, Dig on America. That's right. You did that one too. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And of course the Nat One Hero stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. All right, that's it. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
All right.
So, like I always say at the end of the after parties, guys, like the late great Carl Sagan once said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. You hear that? Atheism is dead. Yeah, stick that one in your pipe and smoke it. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Ciao.
It is sprinkles.
Something Randolph would say.
Damn it, sweet, I wanted to do it.
I'm gonna steal Mikey's joke.